Greetings. My name is Rosemary Pena, and I am president of the Black German Heritage and Research Association and adjunct professor of German Studies at the University of British Columbia at Vancouver. It is indeed a privilege to welcome you to the BGHRA's 10th anniversary and 5th International Conference on behalf of our trustee board, executive staff, and our young scholars, whom you will come to know well over the next 4 days. It is auspicious that our event themed All Black Lives Matter, Black Germany and Beyond, should celebrate Black History Month, and an honor that this phenomenal program is being hosted by my 4 times alma mater and by my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Keith Green. As many of you know who are not new to the BGHRA, our 2020 conference, planned in collaboration with Africana Studies at Rutgers Camden, was postponed due to the pandemic. Therefore, we are thankful for this second opportunity, and especially for the amazing team at Rutgers for their help in bringing this long-held dream of mine into fruition, albeit in the virtual form. If you haven't already, please stop by our website at bghra.org and download our beautiful souvenir program the Rutgers Events Office created to document this historical event. There are a few changes and corrections noted on the conference webpage, along with an invitation to submit your ideas for our 2023 conference, which will be hosted by my new academic home, the Department of Central, Eastern, and Northern European Studies at UBC Vancouver, and in collaboration with the Diversity, Decolonization in the German Curriculum, a scholarly collective. For us, after the conference is before the conference, and we're thrilled to be booked in advance for the next 3 years. A reminder that purchases at our conference swag shop will support Black German artists and our graduate student initiatives. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter and YouTube channel and to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. A new series of events, Black Germany and Beyond, will begin right after the conference, so stay tuned. There's much more to come. We appreciate each and every audience member tuning in from many different time zones. So except for this afternoon's keynote with Amelia Roig, all other sessions will be recorded and uploaded over to our YouTube channel in the coming weeks. You will have the opportunity to view those you've missed and rewatch those you particularly enjoy. If you haven't already, please also enjoy the conference films, as the passwords will no longer work once the conference ends, and you don't want to miss this special opportunity. Note that we have issued a CFP in partnership with UMass DAFA for a series of panels that we will be hosting at the next GSA, examining the full film library of Branwano Paco. So now, to get things going with our current conference, All Black Lives Matter, Black Germany and Beyond, and without further ado, I'll turn the virtual microphone over to my esteemed co-host, Dr. Keith Green. Keith?
Thank you, Rose. As Dr. Pena noted, this conference has been several years in the making, especially because of delays related to the pandemic. But we are so pleased that we have finally come to the moment when we can officially and finally welcome you to the 5th International Conference, what a milestone, of the Black German Heritage and Research Association. All Black Lives Matter, Black Germany and Beyond. Rose, of course, is the heart and soul of that organization and enterprise. And it has been one of the true privileges of my time at Rutgers to get to know her and play a small role in the advancement of this important work. Before we go any further, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the Lenni Lenape, the indigenous people who still occupy the space that we call Southern New Jersey. Africana Studies at RUC sits on the land connected to their varied history and understands its responsibility to communicate the ways that the campus and its surrounding community are implicated in the lives of Native peoples. We stand in solidarity with all efforts to maintain the sovereignty and dignity of Indigenous people. And we hope that the work done at this conference will ultimately help to advance that agenda. As Rose noted, my name is Dr. Keith Green. I'm the Director of Africana Studies at Rutgers University in Camden. Africana Studies is pleased that this year's conference will be hosted here, and in so doing, provide a home for the rich conversations and collaborations that will take place over the next 4 days. The conference is an integral part of our Black History Month calendar, which is built around the theme of diasporic Blackness. Its objective is to celebrate the rich diversity of people of African descent from all parts of the globe. Too often, Black studies has been imagined as a US-centric enterprise, when it has been articulated within an international or even transnational framework. The Caribbean, South America, and of course the African continent have featured prominently, but Europe has often been neglected. We hope that this conference and the work that it does this week will contribute to the considerable work that has already been done and will encourage further work that addresses this important deficit. So many people contributed to this conference's work, many of whom will not appear on your screens over the next 4 days. I want to say a few of their names. First, Julie Ronsinski and Kate Blair of the Office of Web Design have been steadfast supporters of Africana Studies and the BGHRA. If you have received or saw a Rutgers-generated email or social media post, they were responsible for it. Tom McLaughlin helped to spearhead and spread the word near and far. Special thanks to him, as well as Kristen Walker, who helped us achieve special recognition as a Rutgers Excellence event. From the events office, so many people, some names I might forget, but especially I want to thank Brianna Fleming and Kelly Oster, among others, who have provided much needed support with planning and technology, without which this program would not be possible. Particularly in IT, Michael Burke, Andy Tran, Robert Gorman are simply amazing. Special thanks also goes to Africana Studies Secretary, Dee Johnzak, for managing payments and communications in multiple countries, institutions, and time zones. She'll be retiring this year, and Africana will be at a loss without her. Congratulations to Dee on a job well done. We have several Rutgers sponsors, and I want to name a few of those. Global Studies, Latin American Studies, Liberal Studies, the Office of Social Justice and Belonging, Visual Media and Performing Arts, and the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. But I also want to offer a special thanks to Lori Maniti, Chair of the Department of Public Policy and Administration, for their support of Africana Studies and the BGHRA. And finally, but not least, in terms of our Rutgers supporters, the Dean of the Graduate School at Rutgers Camden, Michelle Malloy, whose generous grant made the initial foundation of this conference possible. As befitting an international conference, we also have several transnational partners who played an indispensable role in making this conference not just simply possible, but exceptional. Special thanks to DEFA Film Library at University of Massachusetts Amherst, the German Film Office, the Goethe Institute, Waterloo Center for German Studies, the Department of Central, Eastern, and North European Studies at the University of British Columbia at Vancouver, and the Embassy of the German Federal Republic in Washington, DC. We appreciate all of your support and generosity. Though we wish that we could be together physically, we are grateful for this opportunity to learn and grow with you virtually over the next few days. Congratulations again to the BGHRA on its 10th year anniversary and its 5th international conference. I'm sure of many more to come. Thank you and enjoy the conference.